What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Chillin' with Van Dillen, where I get to hang out with some of the most interesting people across weather and TV. Today, joined by the Fox and Friends early morning, not as early as it used to be, co-anchor of Fox and Friends, Ainsley Earhardt. Ainsley, thank you so much for doing this. Appreciate it. It's great to see you.
I appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, anytime I can have a South Carolinian on the set with me, I'm all for it, because my wife is from the same area you are. You're just not the Fox and Friends co-host. You're a best-selling author for the New York Times. Get your book right there.
Thank you. Yeah, this is the book. It's called America, I'm So Glad You Were Born. And Bob, I had a book out a few years ago called I'm So Glad You Were Born, because when my mom, on our birthdays, she would always say that. And then the publisher came to me and said, America's turning 250 years old. Will you write one, America, I'm So Glad You Were Born? So this is about why we love America.
You're from South Carolina.
Yeah.
You're born in Spartanburg, right?
Yes.
And you moved to Charlotte briefly.
We lived there for a year, and then we moved to Columbia, South Carolina, which is where my dad's from.
Right.
And his company said, we have an opening in Columbia. Would you like to take that? And Dad said yes. We were excited. We loved Charlotte, but we were there for a year. We missed South Carolina. There's nothing like it,
it's
right?
It's my favorite state.
We were always in the water. I swam on the swim team, and my whole family did, all the kids. And we just were always at the pool. I'd ride my bike up to the pool. You remember? I'd ride and with all my friends, and we'd go to the pool. That's all we did. I'd stay at the pool all day long. I'd have to call home and say, Dad, can I put? We'd go to the grill, and I would say, can I put a grilled cheese on the account? We always had to ask. One time, my brother went to the grill, which was at the golf course, and he told everyone, drinks and food are on me. My brother was like 10.
Did people
My dad
take him
got
up?
a bill from the country club, and it said, Wayne Earhart, you owe $2,000. And my dad was like, what?
What?
My dad got so mad, he went up there to the manager. Obviously, my brother got in a lot of trouble, but went to the manager and said, this is ridiculous. You have to adjust this. Why would anyone think a 10-year-old is allowed to do that?
You did the Waffle House Wednesdays, which I find awesome.
How do you know this?
Yeah.
You do your research,
Bob. Oh, yeah.
So on Wednesdays, all of my high school group, we had a great group. I had a great class. On Wednesdays, we would meet there before school just to have fun. We had so much fun. And I was like the social chairman kind of of our group, because it involved guys, and guys didn't make plans.
No, of course
So
not.
we would tell.
We still don't.
Right. Walter and Chris and Jonathan show up at the Waffle House every Wednesday, and we started doing it, and it became a thing. And on the plates, if you go to Waffle House, they're white, and they're glass, but it's like that fake
sturdy.
glass.
Yeah, it's
sturdy.
It's
like, and it says Waffle House on the outside of the plate.
Yep.
But it looks like haunted letters, so we would say we're going to the Waffle House.
It does look
and
like
one
that.
time, our Waffle House, the W wasn't lit up, so it looked like Awful House. So then we started saying, meet at the Awful House.
That's great. What was your go-to? Was it smothered covered? What'd you go?
I always got, what did I get back then? Always cheese grits, which I still get now when we go home to South Carolina. I'm marrying Sean, and he's my fiance, Sean Hannity, and he loves Waffle House. He goes all the time, and my brother's house is close to a Waffle House, so we always stay with my brother.
Right.
And he sneaks out and goes. And one year we were there for Christmas, and Darcy, my sister-in-law, had made all this food, cinnamon rolls, this egg and cheese and sausage casserole, and she's a great little chef. So we get there, and Sean says, okay, to everyone who wants to go to Waffle House. And so we got a carload and we went to Waffle House. My dad calls us and he goes, y'all need to get home as soon as possible. Darcy is crying.
Oh,
She
no.
made all this food and y'all just want to eat at Waffle House.
Oh, gosh.
But we've had good times.
It's great. So you went from high school to wanting to be a dentist.
Yes.
Right, so you went to FSU for that.
Orthodontist. I wanted to be an orthodontist. I worked for Dr. Boyd, babysat for his family growing up, fourth grade, fifth grade, sixth grade. And then in ninth grade, he came over to our house.
Yeah.
And Dr. Boyd said, you know what, Ainsley, you should start working for me. And so I did. And every day after school, I drove my car. I went to work for Dr. Boyd, and I did cleaning instruments and filing charts. I worked in the front making appointments and in the back. It was so fun. Loved that family. They were really good to me. Dr. Boyd's so good to me. So then I went to college at FSU, majored in biology, and worked for an orthodontist down there. And Dr. Boyd said, if you take over my practice, I'll pay for your dental school.
Oh, no way.
And I said, I really want to live in New York. And he said, he showed me his bank account or something. He told me how much was in his bank account. He goes, you'll be able to go to New York whenever you want.
Okay.
All I wanted to do was make money, because I grew up in a middle-class family, but we didn't have a lot of extra. So if the garage door broke, Dad was in a bad mood, and he was upset because he had to work. Dad worked all the time, bless his heart. And really a job he didn't really even love, but he was just very good at it in sales. So that's really, that's stressful.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to ever worry about money, and didn't want my kids to to hear me. I just didn't want to raise them like that. So I decided I was going to be an orthodontist, and then did Chem 1 and Chem 2. It was time for organic.
Yeah.
Did you have to do organic?
No. No, I went 1 and 2, physics 1 and 2. I did the whole thing.
Yeah, I did those two.
Right.
But then when I had to do organic, I called Dr. Boyd. I was like, Dr. Boyd, I just can't. Chem 1 and Chem 2 were really hard for me.
And what is electricity? Like, what does that have to do with orthodontics?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It definitely weeds people out, and I understand why, because we want the best of the best for our doctors. So I think I would have been okay. I would have been fine because I would have taken over his practice, and he set it up beautifully.
That's awesome.
But in every child in my high school, we all went to Dr. Boyd for our braces. So then I decided I'm going to do journalism at the University of South Carolina. They had a really good program.
Right, they still do.
And yeah, they have where we have a TV station the last semester, senior semester is what we call it, and we actually produced all of the show.
You got an internship in Charleston.
I did.
So now you're talking about going from the Sandhills, which is a different kind of heat, to Charleston, which is just humid and melty.
I was interning there, and we started out with like 20 interns at the beginning of the summer because you're working for free. So I lived with my sister. I shared a bed with my sister. She kicked me out like 2 or 3 times.
Right.
We would get in some fights. And I worked downtown at a restaurant at night, and then during the day I'd go to the TV station. And at the end of the summer there were like 4 of us. Jenny was one of them. Anyway, so we all were offered jobs at the end of the summer when we graduated and we could come back. I was so blessed to have that opportunity, but I had a news director who came to watch our show at the University of South Carolina.
Right.
He was from Columbia, and Columbia's a bigger market.
Home city, too.
So I decided to take that job. I took voice lessons to learn how to say things properly.
Right.
My boss asked me to do it because I was saying, he said, you're in South Carolina, I don't want you to change too much. I want the Southern accent, but just let's take some lessons.
Let's take an edge.
So I went to the University of South Carolina and took this one class with a lady who does this.
Right.
And she taught me how to do something with my tongue so I would say it properly.
Right.
And she said, say this word. And I said, pen. She said, pen.
That's the one.
And she said, it's pen. What is this number? And I said, 10. And she said, it's 10. Yes, but that internship was great. It really paved the way for me. I was able to go out with a reporter, and I would take her piece and write my own script, give the photographer a case of beer to sit down with me and edit it.
Is that always the way?
I had like all of these, what we call packages, all these stories on my reel, my resume reel at the end of graduation because of that internship.
You got the personality of the year.
Thank you.
Right, in Columbia?
I'll tell you why. Columbia is my hometown, and I felt comfortable there. I was really stiff on TV at first and wanted to only do like breaking news and hard-hitting news.
Right.
My news director came to me after a few years of working at WLTX, and Larry Otis was his name. He's wonderful. He's retired now. But Larry said, will you please be, I want you to do our morning and noon show. I want you to anchor it. And Curtis Wilson's going to be your co-anchor, and he did radio for 15 years in my hometown.
Okay.
So everyone in the community
right.
loved him, knew him, and he was funny because he was used to doing radio.
Yeah.
And he did like drive time. He was great. Had a big personality. And I sat down I was like, Larry, I don't think I can do this. I'm not funny. I'm not mornings. That's not me. I'm a night owl. I want to do hard hitting. And I said, I'll do whatever you ask me to do, but I feel like this is just not a good fit. He said, trust me. And so slowly but surely, Curtis started pulling out my personality, and we had so much fun together. We would laugh. Oh my gosh, we were in the newsroom. Do you remember these years? You're in the newsroom, and you have to do the cut-ins.
Oh yeah.
And the cut-ins that's happening in like 20 seconds.
Right.
And our floor director would open up the newsroom door and scream, "Cut in in 20 seconds!"
You gotta run, go
Curtis and I would run through the newsroom so fast. I'm like trying to put on lipstick as I'm running, trying to fix my hair. Because we had to do this like every 30 minutes. And you just, time gets away from you.
You lose
sitting
track.
at your desk. And so we would get to the set, and I was always hoping Curtis had the first read.
Right.
Because we were out of breath. We would be reading it literally, and then it would make us laugh. And sometimes he'd have to finish my scripts. I mean, I can't believe we didn't get fired.
You went to Fox News.
My agent called me. I'd gotten home. I was anchoring the noon show, drove home, was letting my dogs out in the backyard, and I was talking to my mother-in-law at the time. And I said, "Oh, Linda, I've got to let you go. I've got to call you back." Matthew's calling me, my agent.
Right.
So I answer it, and he said, "I have the best news. Are you sitting down?" And he said, "Fox News wants to interview you."
Oh my gosh.
So they want to interview next Friday. So I took off work and I flew up, and I remember flying in. And we flew into Newark because that was a direct flight from San Antonio. And I remember writing in my journal, I still have it, it's about the size of yours, and I just wrote a whole letter to God. Like, if you want this to happen, I know you're the only one who can see the future. If you'll see if I'm going to be successful here or if I'm going to be a failure, allow this to happen, then please, if that's your will, God. And I went for the interview right here on this floor. This is the second floor, right?
It is.
So on the second floor, and I went from office to office to office. I interviewed with 3 different people and did not hear back until, that was September 20th. It was my birthday. Until December. And then, no, Thanksgiving. I got the job Thanksgiving. And I kept calling my agent, have you heard? Have you heard? Have you heard? That was so grueling to wait that long. So Thanksgiving, and I told my husband, I said, should I call Kurt, who was my boss, and tell him? Because, are you kidding? He's going to have to find, Kurt and I were like this. Kurt hired me.
And you're probably still in your contract, right?
I had a contract, but I had an out after 2 years.
Okay.
So my second year was about to start in January, so I could leave in January. And so Fox said, great, we'll wait for you. Come to us on January 28th, which is my mom's birthday. And I started Fox that day. And that was 20 years ago.
Well, thanks for hanging with me, Ainsley.
Thank you for having me. Great to see you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
You can watch Ainsley on Fox and Friends weekdays at 6 a.m. on Fox News.